Which famous British car was described by the motoring press at its launch as the world's supreme small car? Its prototype name was Mosquito, and it sold originally for £358 and 10 shillings. I'm talking about the Morris Minor, a car that is so quintessentially English, and one that is a classic in every sense of the word over the years, and one that is also still fairly readily available if you know where to look, for instance like a specialist here in Manchester. Now the guys that work here, well, if there was such a thing as Morris Minor blood, this lot would have it running through their veins. Now this is very much a family business. You've got yourself, you've got your son working here, your brother here, a firm that was started originally by your father. What's so special for you about the Morris Minor?
We've always been an engineering business. Father was an engineer, and we found these, as opposed to the Beetle, were more durable, and that's really what it boils down to.
So how long would it take you to work on this to get it back into a decent condition?
I mean, if you look around outside the premises, you'll see that red one that's come in today. That is a similar case where a young student's bought it, it's seen her through university. Now she's earning, she's had it resprayed and taken it to that extra stage.
Let's just have a look at this one. I mean, I guess this is what a lot of people would view as, the traditional Morris Minor, the wood panelling down the side.
Yeah.
This has got a bit of history about it as well. It's a vicar's or a vicar's wife.
Yes, this is a lady vicar. She was born in 1963, so she wanted a car of that age. So she found one in Lancaster and brought it to us, and we've rebuilt it totally.
You've rebuilt it? What sort of condition was it when it first
Well, it was a colander. We wouldn't have bought it for spares, it was that bad.
When you get a car that's in a bad state, you can upgrade a lot of things to what we'd expect in normal
You'd
cars.
go, rather than the old form of electrics with a dynamo, you go for an alternator, convert it to run on unleaded. And while we've had this petrol crisis, our customers haven't had to worry because they can either put the replacement 4-star in, yes.
Now I guess this is what I traditionally describe as, the ideal, the typical Morris Minor, the two-door with the wood panelling. And what was the real reason for using the wood panelling? Was it?
Well, that was just going back to the pre-war method of building cars. So it's almost like a skeleton car. But up from there backwards, that's aluminium and ash. They've always been popular. Yeah. We've never noticed anything other than be busy. They have sort of fashion phases, but if you look at the new Audi shape, the new Beetle shape, it is the shape that's come back again, rounded and curves.
The Minor was built by William Morris at Cowley in Oxfordshire, and production started in 1948 and continued through various facelifts until 1971. The Morris Minor was designed by Alec Isigonis, who was later knighted and went on to design the Mini. The first cars had a 918cc engine from the Series E Morris 8. Features at the time included rack and pinion steering, independent front suspension and 14-inch wheels. Now I've got to admit, I've never driven a Morris Minor before, so this is something of an experience for me. And this is the classic shape for me, the two-door Traveller shooting brake variant. And this was originally an army car. It's had some restoration work done to it, and it's in reasonable condition. I think if Agatha Christie's Miss Marple had a car to drive in St Mary Mead, she would be driving a Morris Minor. On the 22nd of December 1960, the 1 millionth Minor rolled off the production line, the first ever British vehicle to achieve that feat. And I suppose the fact that there are so many Minors about still today is proof that just how well these cars were built for the time. If you fancy a Morris Minor, check out the Morris Minors Owners Club. They have a website as well, and amazingly that has received over 150,000 visitors. Proof indeed of how popular the Morris Minor is.